Hey guys, and OtteMcoc here again. So today we have the science class, and we're doing the top 10 as usual. And let's just start it off. And with number 10, I have Black Widow Deadly Origin. Um, she's a pretty great champ, and she's pretty easy to use. Her You just keep tapping away, and she puts on a lot of shock, and she has a lot of usability in different quests. And her special 2 is pretty deadly, so fairly easy champ to use, and she just do a lot of damage. So I have her in 10th spot on the skill class. Then number 9, we have to find a 5-star, and that's Blade. When he came into the game, he was like the most talked about champ. He had so many different stuff that he could do, and everybody wanted him from the feature 5-star crystal. He is set in a 6-star. I hope he comes into the game as a 6-star. He might, or maybe he is already. I can't remember. But he's a super nice champ, and he has danger sense. And he has the danger sense is basically where he gets more lethal. It's super easy, and you can fights he already has it, and some fights you can get it with synergies. So with either putting in Ghost Rider or Mephisto or Dormammu. And then when he's duped, you also have the ability to heal himself to 71%, just holding the block when you dash back. And with all the bleeds, he gains a power gain. So still in 2022, still a great champ, and for a lot of lower accounts, he will do a lot of damage if you have this guy on your team. Then in the 8th spot, going back to 6 stars here, we have Elsa Bloodstone. Elsa Bloodstone has a lot of uses. She is mainly good against big guys, because when she's fighting a large or extra large champion, her critical hits deals additional damage. So in that sense, she likes to fight against the big guys. And also one of her nice abilities is the well-timed blocks, where she makes an evade and she puts on revolver damage, and then it goes on cooldown for 10, or is it 11 seconds? Yeah. It's super nice on nodes where you can't parry normally. So it's super, and her damage is pretty good on all of her specials. And she also has some nice critical ratings and precision buffs and cruelty buffs. So overall, a really great champ. Then comes number 7, and I might be a little biased because of how I like this character, but it's HitMonkey. I know a lot of people probably won't have him in 7th, but I really like him. He's a super fun champ to use, he's super easy to use, and he has a lot of damage. And one of the things that also people forget is he's basically like a skill Corvus, where he has a lot of critical hits. And when you land 3 critical hits in a row, he deals extra damage, and he can turn off debuffs, so you can basically gain all your debuffs, or get rid of all your debuffs just by landing critical hits. So super easy and super fun champ to use. On lower levels, he can also get a lot of kills in the line wars. So overall, just a fun champ for me, at least, to use. And as you know on the stream, I kind of like using him. He's super fun. Then comes number 6, and I don't have this character as a 6-star actually, and I would love to have him, and that's Falcon. Falcon is a great champ. When you get the lock on, he just kills so many fights that other characters can't do, and he has like specific uses against Thing and against evaders when you get the log on ability, and he has nice damage output. So overall, just super versatile, and he can counter a lot of nodes that can give you trouble. So Falcon, I would really love to pull him as a 6-star. Hopefully I can see Blade is here as a 6-star, and I would really love to pull Falcon as a 6-star eventually. So that's super nice. Then it gets pretty hard, because the top 5 are some champs that I really like, all of them. And it was super hard ranking them, but I guess I had to for the sake of this little video series. And on number 5, I have Kingpin. And Kingpin could have been as high as number 2, actually. I think 2 to 5 here is pretty hard. Kingpin is a super nice champ. He has so many different uses with his rage and turning off all the immunities and doing all the heavy combos, etc. And he's just overall a super nice champ and can do a lot of fights both in Alliance Quest and Alliance War, and has some super nice abilities. Special 3 is really nice with the rages and can refresh all the overpower buffs, and his special 2 gives really a lot of damage, and the special 1 with the degen, and also with the reduction, the defensive ability reduction. So overall, just a great champ, and he can do a lot of fights and has a great health pool to do them as well. And I've been using him a lot in all game modes, so definitely a champ that could be higher on the list, but here he is at 5th. Then I have one that I actually discussed in a chat with a lot of people, and I know that some people might think I'm dumb that I have him 4th, but for me, number 4 is Aegon. And I know that some people tell me, well, Otte, if you have a max sick ranked Aegon at 1000 combo, he can kill everything. And I agree. When he's at 1000 combo, he can, or 999, he can kill everything on every node. The problem is getting him there. So for Alliance War, no one uses him because you have to ramp in and who you're going to ramp on, and then you have the nodes. So he's the king of long content. He can do X7, he can do X6, he can do Abyss, all of those contents. He's the king. If you have to do long fights and long combos, he's the king. Also because of his main ability is just keeping your combo, and every time you get a higher combo, he does something extra. And I agree, when you have him on the 1000, he's just crazy. I mean, nothing can stop him, and he basically ignores everything, and he deals a lot of damage. So for sure a great champ when ranked. The problem is in most content you don't get him ranked, so he comes in 4th for me because I like the 3 ahead of him more, and I use them more. I basically never use my Aegon. I use him for arena, and maybe I'll get some use for him here in 7.4. Let's see when it drops. So definitely a great champ, and he's the king of long fights, and has done a lot for me. Actually, he was my first rank 3 when I had to do the Abyss, so definitely a guy I love, but he comes in 4th for me. Then number 3 is a champ that has been growing on me, and I actually did a video on him on the channel as well, if you guys want to watch it and see how to use him, and that's ShangChi. And I actually talked to a few guys, and a few guys actually have him as the best skill champ. I think that's maybe pushing it, but he's for sure a great champ. And if you go back on my channel and watch out how I do the different rotations, that's where his true power lies. He has so much diversity and so much he can do. He can put on a slow, he can do like a cleansing strike where he purifies all the debuffs. You can do medium, light, medium to gain unblockable, and also do the medium, light, medium to inflict the stun, and then you can do like a 5-hit combo or 4-hit combo and do a heavy, and then it resets. So overall, just a sick champ who can do a lot of different stuff. Also, you can gain the chi charges and you deal more damage. So he's just really good, and he's super good without the dupe, but he's obviously a little better with the dupe, but a pretty viable champ unduped as well. He missed out on some of the crit damage, but still has all his versatility. So that's a champ that's really growing on me, and I've been playing around with him more and more. So he comes in at number 3. Then I have number 2, and this guy I have really used a lot in Alliance War lately, and I really like him. I know a lot of people compare him to Kingpin, but I like him just a little bit more, and I might be a little biased because of my suicides, but that's MoMan. I think MoMan is crazy good at the moment. I mean, so good. He has shock immunity when he gets the dupe, and when he gets into frenzy mode, when the frenzy mode is not active, he gets true accuracy, and you can ignore, and he starts with that. If you go into a fight where you where you don't need the true accuracy, you can get above 10 monster mass, and then you can just ignore it and put on a lot of damage. And in the other fights, you just keep below, and he has true strike. Use him for all the Spider-Man or Overseer or whoever you want to use it for, and he's just super nice. And he can purify the debuffs, and yeah, he can do the resist, and the frenzy gives him more damage, and it's super easy to gain the monster masses just by parry heavying. So just overall a super versatile champ, and his damage output is really good, especially with suicides. So really a champ that's been growing on me and can do a lot of stuff that he's basically, for me on my paths or my fights, he's a little bit better than Falcon. He basically shuts down the same fights but do a lot more damage. So really a guy that's growing on me, and I've learned to love more lately. And then in first we have a champ that I basically never use, and that's not because he's not a great champ, it's just my Alliance quest paths, he doesn't really fit. My Alliance war paths, he's super bad in, or not super bad, but not great either. So I basically never use him, and that's Nick Fury. And Nick Fury is I just duped him recently from a crystal where my son Matthias helped me, and you can go back and watch that. And I have been so close to using an awakening gem for him for a long time, but just because I never really had the use lately, I just kept not doing it. Yeah, but he just has so much versatility, and he has so much damage, and you can play around with his light and medium attacks, and also I like to do, when I do him, just do 3 heavies, get on the 8+ bleeds, and get on the big bleeds. And then if you fuck up, you have the extra life where you do a load of damage, and all his specials are super nice. The special 1 where you get the reduced block proficiency and defensive ability accuracy, the special 2 where you basically stun and you give a lot of damage, or like a 50% chance, and then the special 3 where he gains a lot of extra damage. So just overall a super great champ, and super versatile on also with the evades, etc. when he goes to the, and also unblockable when you get plus 15 of his charges. So just overall for sure the best skill in my opinion, even though I don't use him a lot. So, and I'm pretty sure that you don't agree with my list, and that's all fair. So leave a comment in the comment section with your top 10 in skill, and I'm just gonna leave the list here on the screen for you to watch. Here it is, the one I have, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to leave a like and a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so, and stick around tomorrow where I'll post another video.